Welcome to this week's Technique Tuesday. This week's defense is against a hostile handshake, so stick with us and remember to train in safety. This week's defense is against a hostile handshake. So your opponent shakes your hand and becomes hostile or threatening in some way. Immediately release your grip on your opponent's hand, live hand, and spread your fingers apart. Rotate your palm upward. With your free hand, grab your own thumb with an inverted grip. Rake your knuckles across the back of your opponent's hand as you step backwards. This causes your opponent immediate pain and causes them to go down to their knees. From here, grab the back of your opponent's wrist with one hand, release with your other hand, grab the back of your opponent's wrist, forming your outside wrist lock. Step backwards, flip your opponent over. From this position, just apply downward pressure on your opponent's wrist, lock them out. On the other side, opponent shakes your hand and becomes hostile. Immediately release your grip, rotate your hand upward, grab your own thumb with an inverted grip, and rake your knuckles across the back of your opponent's hand. Step backwards, bring your opponent down to the ground, re-grab your opponent's wrist with your one hand, break away, grab the back of your opponent's wrist with the other hand, step backwards, flip your opponent onto their back, kneel down, apply downward pressure to your opponent's wrist to lock your opponent out. Now the key to this technique is making sure that once you're here, you release your grip, one, rotate, two, then you gotta grab your own thumb with an inverted grip. If you grab your thumb with a regular grip, it's not gonna work. So you wanna make sure you grab with an inverted grip, then rake the front part of your knuckles across the bone structure in the back of your opponent's hand. This is extremely painful, so that way as you step backwards, it causes your opponent to go down to the ground. And from here, you can re-grab, one, break away, re-grab two, take your opponent, flip them over, and lock them out by applying downward pressure. One more time, full speed. And that's your technique for Technique Tuesday.